morning, and welcome. Before we get started, I want to start off with a little bit of what they call humor this morning. My son seems like he wants to be a comedian. So he comes to me and says, Dad, I have a joke. I said, okay, tell me the joke. He says, why can't your nose be 12 inches long? I said, hmm, why can't your nose be 12 inches long? So I don't know. He said, come on, Dad. Then it'll be a foot. I hope you got the same expression I have. And he said, then it'll be a foot. All right. Good morning to all of our guests and AKA taste testers. Welcome. And I would like to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day in advance. I am Paul Chance, your public information officer for the Miami-Dade Transportation Planning Organization, also known as the Miami-Dade TPO. And I am also known as Host Chance. Welcome to the 5th edition of the Taste of Transportation Lunch Series. If you joined us last month, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know y'all like my singing. It's okay. I hope this lunch series is even more appetizing than the last one. Normally, we're out in the community hosting the TPO and Partners Smart Transportation Fair. However, due to the pandemic, we have moved our transportation fair to this virtual Taste of Transportation Lunch series. There are 7 virtual segments in this series. This gives us the opportunity to connect and inform you about transportation-related projects and programs in 7 different transportation planning areas, better known as the TPAs. Today, we have invited our sister agencies to talk about their latest transportation projects, programs, and resources in TPA 5, which includes the following municipalities: Village of Pinecrest, Village of Palmetto Bay, Town of Cutler Bay, City of Homestead, City of Florida City, and unincorporated municipalities service areas. Like the famous wrestler Ric Flair would say, woo! That is a lot of municipalities and cities and villages. And I can't wait to get started and find out what their delicious Valentine appetizers are this time. But before we get started, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's that aroma? What's that aroma in the air? It's like hot chocolate type of smell. Like, I don't know, is it TPO chef? Are you in the kitchen again? Are you getting a head start on Valentine's Day? What am I smelling?
Oh no, Host Chance. What you're smelling is a whole lot of transportation coming up.
Oh, yeah. Get ready. All of the taste testers to smell what the TPO is cooking. I'd like to share with you what we've been cooking at the Miami-Dade TPO with our smart demonstration projects that create first and last mile opportunities in the TPA 5 area. If you look at the blue shaded area from the top of the map moving down, there are several on-demand services covering these areas. The Dayland North and Dayland South Metro Rail Station on-demand service areas are provided by the county's Go Connect service, followed by the Village of Pinecrest, and then the Village of Palmetto Bay, which also has a transit facility next to the South Dade Transit Way. There is also a shuttle service for the town of Cutler Bay called the Cutler Bay Local. And finally, there will be improvements to the Southwest 344th Street Park and Ride that will be completed by 2024. Now that you've had a taste of the TPO Smart Plan demonstration projects in TPA 5, Let's get ready for the main course. Each partner will provide you with a small taste of what's on their menu for about 2 to 3 minutes. We'll then open up the floor for 1 or 2 appropriate questions about their fixings. If you have any questions or comments, use the question feature on your panel. Please include your email address so we can respond to you with a reply from the appropriate agency. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our first guest to kick off our transportation lunch menu, the director of the Miami-Dade County Department of Transportation and Public Works, also known as the DTPW. I'd like to say good morning and also welcome to our Valentine's Day edition. What would you like to place on the menu today?
Host Chance, Director Bravo is on her way. So let's go ahead and move on to our next guest.
All right, all right. The TPO chef has spoken. Let's keep this menu train going. Doot, doot. No pun intended, y'all. Our next transportation partner represents the South Florida Regional Transportation Authority, also known as Tri-Rail. Vince, good morning, Vince. As a lot of citizens are getting ready and planning for Valentine's Day, what would you like to plan or would you like to place on the TPO menu today?
Good morning, Host Chance. Thanks for having us. We are going to be placing some lovable commuter rail on the menu today. Thanks for having me. Next slide. All right, so for those down here in the South, if you're not familiar with us, we are the Tri-Rail commuter rail system. We operate from Miami Airport all the way up to West Palm Beach. We like to consider ourselves an alternative to I-95. Our corridor has 18 stations. We've been operating for 31 years, and we operate 50 weekday trains, 30 weekend trains with 20 and 30 minutes service during weekday and peak hours, and we also operate hourly service during off-peak and weekends. Next slide. So you're thinking, what are the benefits of commuting by rail if you don't already? We're available 365 days a year. We don't stop. We have affordable fares geared towards commuters. There's free parking at all of our stations. We have access to all 3 international airports in South Florida with connections to the Tri-County bus services, commuter shuttles and metro rails, all intersecting various stations. When you ride the train, you help reduce carbon emissions. You save money on gas, maintenance, tolls, and parking. There's onboard Wi-Fi to get some work done, and we have a free smartphone app with real-time train tracking. So you're probably thinking, just like all businesses and individuals and other transit agencies, we've been impacted by the pandemic as well. But we're really proud to say that we continue to provide service throughout it, transporting all those essential workers here in South Florida. We did cut service on the front end of the pandemic, but we're all the way back up to 92% of our regular schedule in service. We have reinstated our fares, but we are continuing to disinfect those high touch point areas on the corridor. We've installed hand sanitizers on board and at stations, and masks are required per county orders for riding the train. Next slide. So what's our big project we have going on? So our Tri-Rail Downtown Miami link. This is going to be a 9-mile extension of Tri-Rail service from our current corridor onto the FEC Railway directly into downtown Miami. At Miami Central Station. If you've been in downtown recently, you definitely can't miss it. But if you didn't know, yes, Tri-Rail will be serving that exact same station that Brightline serves. You can see here on the slide that one picture. You can actually see our tracks are currently built at the station, and we're hoping service can begin in 2021. And thanks to the help to a lot of our partners in Miami-Dade County that helped fund the construction to get this service up and running. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be hopefully coming this year. Next slide. And that's it.
Fantastic, Vince. Always doing a great job of putting stuff on the menu. We appreciate that. And also we appreciate that great information that you gave to us. And as you know, Without further ado, we also have our TPO Master Chef to find out if you have any questions or any fixes about Vince's item. TPO Master Chef?
Okay, well, Vince, thank you for your presentation. And I see we also now have Alice Bravo, our DTPW Executive Director. So real quick, Vince, let's go back to Alice's presentation, and I'll come right back to you, Vince, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Okay, Vince, thank you so much. All right, go ahead, Paul. Host Chance, please take it away.
All right, I'm back. Well, first of all, I want to welcome the director of Miami-Dade County Department of Transportation and Public Works, also known as DTPW. I want to say good morning to you and also a happy Valentine's Day in advance. We are putting things on the menu. What would you like to place on the menu today?
Oh,
we can't hear you. We can't
Hi.
hear you. Okay, yo, we got you.
Better? All right.
All right, you have the floor.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to be here today to talk about the South Corridor. It's part of the SMART plan of one of 6 corridors, and it's one where we will be breaking ground very soon. Next. So this corridor runs 20 miles, and basically it starts at the Dadeland South Metro Rail Station, and it runs 20 miles down to Homestead in Florida City, and it runs on a dedicated lane system parallel to US 1. We're going to have, there are currently 46 signalized intersections along the corridor, and we run through 5 municipalities: Pinecrest, Palmetto Bay, Cutler Bay, Homestead, and Florida City. Next. So what are we doing here? We're building a bus rapid transit system on these dedicated lanes that run parallel to US 1. So what is bus rapid transit? It's a project that does everything and all the amenities and all the features and the time savings as if it was a train, but it runs on rubber-tired electric buses, which are very quiet. So the purpose of the project is to maximize rider comfort, create these architecturally iconic stations. This system is going to be branded like a new train line would be, and it's expandable and flexible. And one day when there's more density and higher ridership in South Dade, these very stations could be converted to train stations. And we want to make sure every station has the context of the neighborhood. This is going to provide a rapid transit service. So that's going to reduce the travel time from Florida City to Dadeland. And we're creating 14 BRT stations that you could see renderings here on the screen. And then the other 16 existing transitway stops will be completely refurbished. So we have terminal station improvements at Dadeland South, at the north end, and at 344th Street at the south end. We're going to rehab the pavement on the transitway. And there are, as I mentioned, 46 signalized intersections, and we're going to have gate arms and flashing lights, just like if it was a train crossing. And what that does, it makes sure that our electric bus goes through each intersection without having to stop. So that's called transit signal preemption. And basically, the bus is going to talk to the signal, the gate arms will come down, and it'll work and get the same time savings as a train. And there's an existing bicycle path along the corridor that's going to get rehabilitated. Next. So the BRT station elements are all the same elements you would have at a train station, except, like I mentioned, you have an electric bus, which is completely quiet. So you prepay your fare as you walk into the station. So when the electric bus arrives, you just walk right on and all the doors will open. So there's no waiting, no tapping. We're going to have level boarding, so you could just roll in if you're in a wheelchair. You don't have to climb any steps. And the station is going to have an air-conditioned vestibule. We're going to have very large fans, bicycle racks, benches, turnstiles. We're going to have signs that give you the next vehicle arrival in real time, security cameras, free Wi-Fi. Each station has a 50-foot pylon, so you could see which station you're at. And of course, the whole entire corridor will be maintained. Next. So this is a small starts project that received funding from the FTA in like record time. Just in August of 2018, the TPO selected Bus Rapid Transit as the locally preferred alternative. We went through the federal process very quickly. In January of 2020, less than a year and a half, we received a high rating from the FTA. In May of 2020, it was announced that we received $100 million from the FTA. We already had $100 million from FDOT, and of course, there's $100 million of PTP funds. We had a parallel track for the procurement for the design build contract. So that contract was awarded in September, and we just issued notice to proceed last week to the design build team. So we're hoping a revenue service will begin early 2023.
Okay. Host Chance.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a great presentation. I want to thank you again for coming and attending our Taste of Transportation. That presentation was amazing. Thank you for sharing that great information. I'm positive that the people in the TPA 5 area are very appreciative to have the director come on and personally give a presentation on this item. Since this is your first time on the Taste of Transportation, we always go to our TPO Master Chef to see if there's any questions or items or fixings about any questions about your item or fixings. TPO Master Chef, good morning.
Host Chance, thank you so much. And thank you, Director Bravo. Let's see what we have. We actually have, let's see, there is a comment. Level boarding is key. Also need an open area for bicycles, wheelchairs, scooters, strollers, etc., like the Metro Rail cars.
That is the plan. These electric buses have been specially ordered for this project, and we will have level boarding. And these buses or electric buses are going to have doors on both sides because we'll be in the BRT stations loading them from the center platform where you're going to have the air-conditioned vestibule. And then they can pull out anywhere else where passengers need to alight or disembark on the right-hand side of the bus. And there'll be spaces designated for bicycles, scooters, etc. This is going to be a fully integrated multimodal system.
Excellent, excellent. And when there's a question, when will this new service begin, and will current bus service continue during construction?
Yes, current service will continue, and this service will begin in early 2023. And we're going to have basically this service is going to stop at these 14 major BRT stations. There'll still be a local service that stops at all the intermediate stops along the transitway. So those intermediate stops will help take people to the BRT station where they could transfer on the express. And over time, we can layer additional express services. There might be one that just does Florida City and Homestead, depending on demand, and shoots straight up. That's a great thing about BRT. You have much more operational flexibility to add additional express routes and layer additional service. And vehicles from municipalities can pull in circulators and drop people off so that they could get on the BRT system.
Wonderful. And Director Bravo, we have one last question. Is the bike lane being resurfaced? So that bike lane next to it, is that also being resurfaced?
Yes, that's being rehabilitated.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Host Chance, Director Bravo, that's all I have for you from Master Chef.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, Vince,
You want to bring Vince back up?
let's bring Vince back on up.
I'm back.
TPO Master Chef, you're on a roll.
All right, well, question time, question time.
Yes,
All
question
right,
time.
Vince. And Vince, thank you so much for your flexibility. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. Vince, we have a question. I live in Pinecrest. Where is the closest Tri-Rail station or shuttle available to get there?
So without actually knowing exactly where this individual is, if you're in the general Pinecrest area and you're trying to get to your nearest Tri-Rail station, I would suggest getting over to Dadeland and hopping on the Metro Rail Orange line from one of the Dadeland stations. And you ride Metro Rail all the way to the end, and you'll end up at Miami Airport. And the nice thing about taking Metro Rail there is it is an intermodal station. Once you arrive, our train station is directly underneath you on the first floor. So it's essentially a one-seat ride from the Dadeland area to the airport. It takes about 30 minutes and you will be at our Tri-Rail station, especially if you need to head up north and you need to get up to Broward or even Palm Beach. Taking that Metro Rail to Tri-Rail and up it will definitely save you on gas tolls and headache. So I think that's your best bet.
Excellent. And Vince, what is the last station on the line all the way up there?
Is Mangonia Park. It's one city north of downtown West Palm Beach. It's off 45th Street and I-95.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Vince, thank you so much for your patience and thank you for being with us as always. Host Chance, that's all I have at the moment.
All right, Vince, thanks again, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. Our next transportation partner is from the Florida Department of Transportation, District 6. Good morning, Carlos. You know, we want everyone to have a safe Valentine's experience. So what would you like to place on the menu today?
Thank you, host Chance. It's a pleasure to be with you. And FDOT has a really great serving of practically a buffet of safety delectables. Today, I'm going to introduce to you a little bit of our community traffic safety program and some of our safety campaigns that we are doing in our district. Our District 6 combines Miami-Dade County and Monroe County. So with that, I'll get started. The Community Traffic Safety Team program is a statewide program that the DOT has in practically the entire state and every county. The challenge that we all share and propose to each other every day is how can we bring traffic safety to our communities? Next. We do so by what we call the 4E approach, where we unite engineering, enforcement, education, and emergency services into the mix. Next, please. When we bring those 4Es together, we combine them and we produce several types of outreach and several types of initiatives, campaigns, and events, which include multi-agency enforcement and educational operations with our law enforcement community. We support DUI checkpoints. We also work with our local hospitals and fire and emergency services with car seat checkpoints. We offer the CarFit program for the elderly. We also do a lot of bike rodeos and bike safety events. Again, this is whenever it's safe to do so, as well as pedestrian safety events. And a lot of the things that we do through our campaigns is also reach out with schools, high schools, colleges, universities, and other partners to do traffic safety fairs and educational outreach. And we also support the U.S. National Safe Route to School program, where we provide resources to implement infrastructure and educational services for kids to safely walk and bike to school. As it stands right now, the FDOT District 6 has 10 community traffic safety teams, one in Monroe County, and as you can see here, there's 9 in Miami-Dade. For this particular audience, all of these municipalities and part of the unincorporated Miami-Dade County fall under the South Miami-Dade CTST. Again, CTST stands for Community Traffic Safety Teams. Next. Just a few highlights of our campaigns that you see here. Our logos. Our Put It Down campaign is our distracted driving campaign. Alert Today, Alive Tomorrow is for bike and pedestrian safety. Drive Safe campaign is for our aggressive driving. Safe Mobility for Life is one of the many coalitions that we represent for the elderly in place, which include the CarFit program. And we also support national national campaigns like Click It or Ticket. My contact information is below. I welcome any suggestions and questions. And if you want to partner with FDOT, please look no further, and I'd be happy to partner with you.
Thank you, Carlos. Excellent presentation. And now, let's hear from TPO Master Chef to see if there's any questions about Carlos's item or fixings. TPO Master Chef, good afternoon.
Oh, we're in the afternoon. Oh, yes, we just went over the 12 o'clock hour. Host Chance. Thank you so much. And thank you, Carlos, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. But Carlos, real quick before we get to you, I wanted to say that on the chat or the questions, I wanted to go back real quick to what Vince was talking about earlier about how to get to Tri-Rail. And it was noted that, of course, one can take Freebie and Pinecrest to the South Station, to the South Dayland Station, and then get on Metro Rail to Tri-Rail. So that's also another way that people can move around, which is also a partner. FDOT is a partner in that smart demonstration project. So I wanted to say thank you to Carlos and his team at FDOT for being part of that. So let's get back to what we have at hand here. All right, Carlos, let's see what we have. Okay. All right. When does your next safety campaign start? And can non-government agencies participate?
Yes, absolutely. Anyone that has a vested interest in traffic safety can be an FDOT partner for free. We just ask you to help us disseminate our safety messages, and if you have any particular events or outreach initiatives that your organization is doing, we're happy to support that as well. Our next campaign is actually the Put It Down campaign, our distracted driving, which is our flagship campaign. We are scheduled to do a kickoff, a virtual kickoff presentation on Thursday, February 25th from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. If you'd like to be invited to that, please reach out to me so I can get you a personal invite so you can participate. And that campaign will officially, even though it launches virtually in February, it'll start in March and it'll end at the end of April. And from then we will jump onto other campaigns shown here in this last slide. But Put It Down is our next campaign, and we welcome everybody. And we always say to please put the phone down when you're driving.
Very true, Carlos. Thank you for that message. It's so important to all of us. Thank you. Okay, Host Chance, that is all I have for Carlos. Thank you so much, both of you.
Thank you.
Carlos, thanks again. Another amazing presentation, and thank you for adding to our transportation menu today.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Let's keep the transportation menu moving. Next up, we have from the Florida Department, from the Florida Turnpike Enterprise. Good afternoon, Yvette. Once again, it's lovely seeing you again, and happy early Valentine's Day to you. What treats would you
Hi,
like?
Host Chance.
Hey, what treats would you like to place on the transportation menu today?
Well, we have Sunpass treats for everyone today. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yvette Ruiz Paz, and I'm the communications manager for Florida's Turnpike Enterprise. And today I will be talking to you all about the benefits of Sunpass. So what is Sunpass? Well, for those who are not familiar with it, Sunpass is Florida's prepaid toll program. There are construction projects underway that are converting many of our state toll roads to electronic, no cash tolling. And owning a Sunpass provides an easy, convenient way to pay for your tolls. So let's talk about the many advantages of owning a Sunpass. Besides providing a hassle-free way to pay for your tolls, there are savings to be had as well. Sunpass customers always pay the lowest toll amount in Florida, saving an average of 25%. Sunpass works on all Florida toll roads, as well as Georgia and North Carolina. You can also use it to pay for parking at major Florida airports and at the Hard Rock Stadium. There are easy and convenient ways to access and manage your account as well. So there are two types of Sunpass transponders available, the mini and the portable. Each provides specific benefits. The Sunpass Mini is permanently adhered to your windshield and can only be used on one vehicle, while the Sunpass Portable can be taken with you when you travel. Both SunPass options provide SunPass Plus parking as well. Opening a SunPass account is a great way to save money on tolls. Compared to paying using a toll enforcement invoice, you can save nearly 25%. You also receive a $4.99 toll credit when you activate your account. Visit sunpass.com for more information and to convert to a SunPass account. So this is something we're very excited about. In the near future, SunPass will be debuting a new transponder, which will work with all Easy Pass toll roads in 18 states. We will be offering more information on that coming up in the next few months. Thank you so much for your time today. To learn more about SunPass, you can call our customer service line at 1-888-TOLL-FLA or log on to sunpass.com.
All right, Yvette, thank you so much. Excellent presentation. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Now, without further ado, our TPO Master Chef, do you have any questions about Yvette's item or fixings?
All right, host Chance, let's see. And thank you, Yvette. It's always great to see you.
Nice to see you guys too.
All
Well,
right.
we don't see the TPO Master Chef.
No. She is never to be seen, never. All right, let's see that with COVID-19 restrictions easing up in Florida, have you seen an increase in commuter traffic at the service plazas in the last month?
Well, that's a good question. We do continue to see more customers at all our service plazas throughout the state, and we continue to maintain our practice of increased cleaning. We also have hand sanitizing stations and social distancing markers, as well as touchless payment options available for our customers at all of our Turnpike service plazas. And we also continue to provide a variety of food choices, gasoline, dog walks, and restroom facilities for our customers. So please come and see us.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, all right. Well, host Chance and Yvette, that's what I have for you at the moment. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Yvette. Thank you so much. Next up, we have our transportation partner from the Citizens Independent Transportation Trust. Good afternoon, Carla, and happy early Valentine's Day to you. What would you like to place on the TPO menu today?
Oh, much information. And thank you to the TPO for allowing me to be here and share this information with our residents. So we wanted to get started. If I can go to the next slide, please. I'll try to run it a little bit quickly because I know we have a lot of on the menu today. Approximately 20% of the surtax proceeds that are allocated to municipalities that are eligible to receive the People's Transportation Plan funds. And within the village of Pinecrest, we have within the TPA area, we have the village of Pinecrest, we have the village of Palmetto Bay, the town of Cutler Bay, city of Homestead, and the city of Florida City. So what I wanted to do today, host Chance, is give people an update on where those services are. So if you can go to the next slide, please. So the status of, for instance, on the village of Pinecrest, you have both, they operate the Pinecrest People Mover and on-demand service Freebie. Both services connect to the South Day Transitway. Now the Pinecrest People Mover has returned to normal service, but on-demand service is still suspended in that area. On the village of Palmetto Bay, they operate both the transit service, which is the iBus, and on-demand Freebie service. The iBus shuttle is still suspended due to COVID-19. However, Freebie in that area is still running. So both services connect also to the South Day Transitway. In the town of Cutler Bay, the town of Cutler Bay contracts with the Department of Transportation and Public Works to provide service to its residents, and that service never stopped, luckily for residents there. In addition, in late 2020, the Miami-Dade Department of Transportation and Public Works launched the Go Connect on-demand transit service, which now allows residents in the town of Cutler Bay to use their funds or to use the service to go to Dayland South, Dayland North stations, South Miami Metro Rail Station, as well as stops along the transit way, the South Day Transitway. In the city of Homestead, the city of Homestead operates a trolley-wide service that connects to the South Bay Transitway, and that service didn't stop. It has continued running. And the city of Florida City launched in July of 2020 its on-demand transit freebie service, and they have an electric van that picks up, people and provides service Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's the status of the service within the municipalities that use the transit funds for, transportation within the municipalities. Next slide, please. Now, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the Citizens Independent Transportation Plus, and also that we are looking for people who are engaged citizens that have experience and the insight needed to make informed decisions that will help us develop a more comprehensive, well-coordinated transportation system in Miami-Dade County. And if you are interested in becoming maybe a member of the trust, you can do that by going to our website, www.miamidade.gov/CITT, and clicking on the member recruitment tab to download an application and learn a little more. You can also call us at 305-375-1357 to request an application. Next slide, please. So we want to encourage everyone to connect with us on social media. And you can do that by going on our Facebook, by going to Citizens Independent Transportation Trust page, on Twitter, following us on GoCITT, and on Instagram at Transportation Trust. And our website is, again, www.miamidade.gov/CITT. Next slide, please. So thank you. I know I wanted to do a little short because I know we're running a little bit out of time, but any questions?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Carla, so much. And, hopefully we get some citizens to apply. That would be great.
Yes.
Without further ado, we're going to go right into our TPO Master Chef to find out if there are any questions about Carla's item fixings.
All right, host Chance and Carla, thank you so much. Let's see what we have. All right, let's see. We got a couple of questions here. If I'm riding in a Go Connect car, may I bring someone else with me? And can I schedule a Go Connect ride ahead of time?
Yeah, okay. First, on the first question, yes, you can bring someone with you. Up to 2 people you can bring in, my understanding, on the Go Connect car, and each will be charged $225 per ride, except if you're in Cutler Bay area, because they're, contract with the department to provide free service for the residents, so they can ride free within the Cutler Bay area. And currently, if you recall, FERS are suspended, so until Miami-Dade, the Department of Transportation and Public Works announces when they go back on. And unfortunately, because this is an on-demand service, you cannot schedule ahead of time. You need to call them when you're ready to be picked up. So when you're ready and you know where you more or less you can be picked up, then you request. You don't call them, you request it via the app. And the app you can download on the App Store on Apple and Google Play Store also. And if you want more information, you can go to the Department of Transportation Public Works homepage at www.miamidade.gov/transportation.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Carla. That's all I have on the line for you. And host Chance, we are good to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you again, Carla. Thank you so much. And now we have a brief video for you to watch. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video brought to you by the Miami-Dade Parks, Recreation, and Open Spaces, Bike 305.
Hi everyone, I'm Sue Kavalersky and I run the Bike 305 program for Miami-Dade County. Most of the municipalities here are familiar with Bike 305, but for those who aren't, please let me recap what this initiative is and how we can help municipalities like yours. In 2012, Mayor Carlos Jimenez launched Bike 305 to engage and inform residents about safe cycling practices and encourage them to consider cycling as not only a recreational activity, but also as a way of commuting to work, school, and other destinations. Bike 305 works by partnering with municipalities in training staff and law enforcement to organize community bike rides, provide free bicycle helmets and helmet fittings, and educate residents on the right way and safe way to ride a bicycle, and also where it is legally correct to ride a bicycle. Bike 305 is always available to assist municipalities at events, rides, and other gatherings. One of the goals of Bike 305 is to get residents out of their cars and use a bicycle to get to metro rail stations or bus stops to where they can either park their bikes or travel with them on metro rail cars or buses to their final destinations. Bicycles can be that first or last mile choice for connecting to public transportation. The cities of Aventura and Miami Beach are great examples of how municipalities are planning on-road bike lanes to offer space on-road for residents who are choosing to travel by bicycle. Bike 305 can assist municipalities plan for that kind of bicycle infrastructure. Perhaps one of the silver linings we have seen during the COVID-19 pandemic is a steep increase in bicycling. As a result of closed gyms, spending more time with the family at home, and a safe way to recreate outdoors, bicycle sales have skyrocketed. As more residents are taking to bicycles, now is the time to make sure residents know that cycling can be a true transportation alternative. Bike 305 is here to help you do just that. Thank you.
And hello, everybody. I hope you can all hear me. This is Sue Kavalerski. I know many of you out there in Palmetto Bay, Pinecrest, Cutler Bay. I want to add to what I just said by saying you're all going to have an opportunity to ride your bike on Bike to Work Day. Bike to Work Day is happening on Friday, March 5th, and it starts at the University Metro Rail Station. And our new mayor, Daniela Levine Cava, is going to lead us all on a 7.6-mile ride on the Underline all the way to Government Center. So come on out on March 5th, University Metro Rail Station. Arrive around 7 o'clock. We're going to start the ride at 8 o'clock. We hope you all join us because this is going to be a wonderful example of people using a bicycle to get somewhere, particularly to work. Thanks all.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Sue. All right, TPO Master Chef, do you have any questions about Sue's item or fixings?
Well, actually, I think she just answered the question that was on the line. Are there any upcoming biking events with Bike 305? And then also specifically the Village of Palmetto Bay. She answered the first part, but I guess the Village of Palmetto Bay can also get involved in the Bike to Work. Sue?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Palmetto Bay has been one of our fantastic municipalities. They have participated every single year for the past 8 years, going on 9 years now in Bike to Work Day. So we're inviting once again Mayor Cunningham, Saez Paez, and Fanny Carmona to come out and bring your teams up the Underline to the University Metro Rail Station and join us for the first event of this year. Hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more bike rides with the municipalities and Palmetto Bay specifically.
I do have another question that just came in, Sue. Let's see. Do cyclists know about the Chrome Path that was finished in January? An 18.6 miles separated path along Southwest 177th Avenue from Southwest 8th Street to Southwest 296th Street.
Yeah, you know, as a matter of fact, we did an inaugural ride when the first part of that opened up, and we had probably about 100 cyclists in that inaugural ride. You know, during the summertime, it's a little hot, but while we still have the cool weather, we're going to get the word out about that particular trail because you can ride for miles and miles and miles without ever touching a car, without ever having that fear of a car riding next to you. So thanks for bringing that up, but the Chrome Path is one of our newest paths, and we really appreciate FDOT and the TPO for making that happen.
Wonderful, wonderful, Sue. I don't see anything else. And I do want to remind everyone, if you have submitted questions for prior panelists and speakers, and we did not get to your question or your comment, please, please, please provide your email address so we can respond to you via email. We want to make sure that we get all of your questions and your comments addressed. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Host Chance.
All right, thank you, TPO Master Chef. Our next transportation partner is from the Miami-Dade Parks and Eco Adventure. Good morning, Fanny. With Valentine's Day approaching, people are looking for safe and fun things to do outdoors. What would you like to place on the transportation menu today?
Well, Miami-Dade County Parks wants to put a little bit of wild and healthy bites on your menu. So let's spend some quality and, of course, safe time outdoors. Next slide, please. Miami Eco Adventures is a unit from your Miami-Dade County Parks, and all the municipalities here today have wonderful parks near you, so please make sure to take advantage of those. But Miami Eco Adventures also connects these great parks with environmental stewardship and advocates with great opportunities to recreate and have educational environmental experiences. Next slide. Our objective is to tell the Miami-Dade environmental story and truly to answer the question, why should we care about this great environment here in South Florida, nestled between two national parks? Of course, our programs make sure that our community understands the Miami-Dade County Parks Master Plan to be livable, sustainable, and of course, through recreation and conservation initiatives. And of course, to have a great time out in the outdoors. Next slide. So for all of you at our TPA 5 table, we have great menu options for all of our nature centers. So at Palmetto Bay, we have Bill Sadowski Park, Preserve, and Nature Center. And in the South Dade area in Homestead, we have Costello Hammock Park, Preserve, and Nature Center. And you can also see all of the other nature centers that you can also have wonderful outdoor experiences at. Next. So Miami-Dade County Parks also offers environmental education programs. I do like to mention that we have been very blessed to be able to provide programming and opportunities following the CDC guidelines, practicing social distancing, sanitizing, but yet offering our experiences at limited capacity, ensuring your safety outdoors. You see some of the great outdoor offerings. We also have them available in virtual programming as well. Next slide. So to safely connect outdoors, we have great adventures ready for you. We have water activities and land-based activities, and this year we added boat programs both at sunrise and sunset. The last bullet is also very important. We all have to do our part. So Miami Eco Adventures invites you to be an eco advocate and of course an eco hero through our beach cleanup, making sure that we continue to be stewards of our environment. All of our programs are action driven and remind you how important it is to save the environment. Next. So host Chance, you mentioned that it's Valentine weekend, but it's also a long weekend. So with that, Miami Eco Adventures is also offering opportunities this Monday coming up. So if you don't have some menu items, but I know TPO is offering them today, stay connected with Miami Eco Adventures on your social media, connecting you to nature. Also contact us at the phone number provided or send us an email. To all the wonderful municipalities, have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And for the love of parks, stay connected to nature and then continue to join the wild and healthy bites provided to a park near you. See Miami differently with Miami Eco Adventures.
Wow, awesome. For the love of parks. Love it, love it. Franny, that was awesome. Thank you, great presentation. A lot of good information. I'm ready to get outdoors. I'm ready to do some outdoor activities this weekend. So let's hear from the TPO Master Chef. I know this is your first time on the program, but I know you've heard about the TPO Master Chef. So let's find out if we have any questions about Franny's items or fixings.
So, Host Chance, thank you, Fanny, for being with us. And I do want to mention that Fanny did a great job. And you'll notice there's a little lag in her video. And you know why? Because she's in the middle of a park in a hardwood hammock, and her bandwidth is a little bit low because she's out there loving nature. So we love that she's you know, what's the word I'm looking for, Host Chance?
She's outdoors. She's
She's
outdoors.
outdoors. She's outdoors. So, oh,
Practicing.
we're jealous. We're jealous. All right, Fanny, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Um, what are the operating hours for the nature centers on the weekends? Oh, Fanny, we can still
Well,
hear
I'm
you.
still here. I'm still here, but I wanted to make sure that that I'm not just a little bit delayed. So those hours are happening at all of our nature centers from 9:30 to 5:30. But I do want to mention Miami Eco Adventures offers programs from sunrise to sunset. So come visit us at our nature centers from 9:30 to 5:30. But book your next adventure with Miami Eco Adventures through Park Link with your Miami-Dade County Parks.
Awesome, Fanny. Thank you so much. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to come over there and hang out with you in the hardwood hammocks. It's beautiful. All of the parks that we have, we're so fortunate here in South Florida. Thank you, Fanny, so much for joining us. Host Chance, that's what I got for you.
Thank you so much, TPO Master Chef. And just hearing Fanny's voice, it makes me feel excited about being outdoors. I can't wait. Can't wait. This menu board is getting full, y'all. So everybody is getting full. But it looks like we have room for one more or maybe a couple more items.
I was going to
Here's a
say,
video.
Host Chance, you've got a couple more items to go.
I know, TPO Chef. You want some more appetizers, and
That's
the
right.
people out there, they want some more appetizers. So let's give them what the people want, right? We gotta give what people want. Here's a video from South Florida Community Services, and after the video, we will hear from Priscilla.
If there's one thing the last few months have taught us, it's that we South Floridians know how to adapt to any situation. We've revisited the ways we do business, all the while looking out for each other as members of a common community. Together, we all play a role in keeping South Florida one of the most desirable places in the world. And South Florida Commuter Services, a free program of the Department of Transportation, is doing our part to help commuters find ideal travel options and avoid sitting in traffic. We help businesses set up and improve parking, carpooling, and van pooling programs. We assist users in the toll-exempt use of 95 express lanes and even offer free or subsidized transit passes to commuters. We also offer comprehensive training on how to maintain productive measures while staff work safely from home. We go the extra mile to share this information with the public through a variety of marketing strategies. So when you run into us at one of our many events, that is, when we can start meeting in person again, ask us the hard questions. And even though we're working from home for the most part, our friendly staff is still available over the phone, and our award-winning website is overflowing with information, resources, and opportunities to help you sign up for the many free benefits our program offers. The people who are the backbone of our local economy are slowly returning to buses and trains. Carpoolers and vanpoolers are coordinating schedules again, and those who are going to continue working from home are formalizing those plans with management. Through it all, South Florida Commuter Services is here and ready to help. We look forward to hearing from you.
All right, thank you, Host Chance, and good afternoon, everyone. Happy early Valentine's Day. So the video that you just watched was a menu of services we offer here at South Florida Commuter Services, and they're all free as they're all funded by the Florida Department of Transportation. So on today's main course, we'll be highlighting our lovely Guarantee Ride Home, which is a program dedicated to all commuters who carpool, vanpool, ride transit, bike, or walk to either school or work at least 3 days a week. And we all know that emergencies may happen. Maybe your carpooler left early, or maybe you have to work until late. That's why our Guarantee Ride Home program exists. The best part about it, it's completely free. The government will actually pay for 6 Uber, Lyft, or taxi cab rides home per year in case of an emergency. So if you're carpool, vanpool, ride transit, bike, or walk to work or school, all you have to do is register with us, and you can do that by either giving us a call at 1-800-234-RIDE 7433, or by visiting our website at www.1800-234-RIDE.com. Back to you, Host Chance.
All right. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you so much. And let's get right into it with the TPO Master Chef. Do you have any questions for Priscilla's item or fixings?
Well, Host Chance, we can't see you. Have you disappeared on us?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out too.
All right. Well, while you're figuring that out, let me go ahead and see what we have. Priscilla, let's see. Okay. In the carpool program, is there a limit to the number of people allowed in a car?
That's a really good question, Mr. Chap. Thank you so much. So for the carpool program, you need 3 people in your carpool. That is for the 3+ carpool program for you to use the 95 Express lanes. But if you are a regular carpool and you don't need to, ride on the 95 Express, 2 people, it's more than enough.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Oh, Host Chance, you're back. You see, we miss you when we can't see you. You
I'm
can't be
back.
disappearing like that.
No, I'm back.
All right, well, Priscilla, let's see, that's it I have for questions. Thank you, Priscilla, and thank you, Host Chance. We are good to go to our last appetizer. Thank you, Priscilla.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you so much. Well, let's keep this menu going. Our next transportation partner is the South Florida Van Pool. Good morning, Natasha. What would you like to place on the menu as being our last item of the day?
Last item of the day. Good afternoon, Host Chance. We're placing van pooling on the menu for today. So we'll go over essentially what van pooling is. So next slide. Little overview of what we'll talk about, essentially how it works, why it matters, our COVID-19 response, and most importantly, how to join. So what is van pooling? So van pool functions like a large carpool. For long distance commuters, Commute with Enterprise allows groups of coworkers who live near one another to save time and money by commuting to work together each day in a van pool. So essentially, we group 4 to 15 people together. They'll meet at a central location and they'll use the vehicle to commute to and from the work site. And the participants actually share the driving responsibility. And next slide. So why do employees love van pooling? Essentially, we provide a late model, fully equipped vehicle, such as a Nissan Pathfinder or a Chevy Traverse, full comprehensive and collision insurance, $1 million in liability, 24-hour roadside assistance, as well as a full maintenance plan. And also, this is all at a month-to-month convenience. Now, number one, savings is the number one reason that employees love van pooling. Miami-Dade Transit actually provides up to a $500 subsidy for each van pool, and then the cost of the fuel is split amongst the riders. Next slide. So what I do is I work with employers essentially to map employees that live within a 3-mile radius from one another that share the same commute corridor. Those who live 15 or more miles from work experience the most savings from van pooling. Next slide. As I mentioned, Miami-Dade Transit provides a subsidy program that reduces the cost of the overall van pool up to $500. And like Priscilla had mentioned, each van pool person in the van pool qualifies for that guaranteed ride home program. Most of the clients that we work with actually provide preferential parking. Next slide. And then as far as COVID-19, our response is to provide a complete clean starter kit. And that clean starter kit includes the spray bottle, the disinfectant pod, a box of disposable gloves, a box of masks, and a roll of paper towels. Essentially, we want to ensure that the vehicle is cleaned on a regular basis and that everybody is obviously staying safe in the times that we're in. And next slide, most importantly, how do you join? So you can hop over to our website, commutewithenterprise.com, click on Join Commute. You can either do it as an individual You can do it as me and my friends, where you have a group of riders that want to ride together. Or if you're an employer that's looking for a commuter benefit, you can click on employer, and either myself or one of our team members from our operations will be in contact with you. The next slide just talks about if you're joining an existing van pool, it'll give you a couple routes, give you a couple different options on which one you can join. And again, we'll absolutely reach out to you from there. By all means, you can definitely get in contact with me. My information is listed there. Give me a call on my phone number, as well as send me an email or to the website, and I'll definitely be in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Excellent, Natasha. Thank you so much. Thank you. And here's host Chance coming on in.
Yes, come on in the room. I'm back. All right. Thank you, TPO Master Chef. Thank you, Natasha. That was great. Great presentation. And once again, thank you so much for your presentation and great information, because like we talked about, right now the weather is great. A lot of people are going into the pool and jumping in the pool, but we need them to jump in the van pool.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's hear from our TPO Master Chef. Do you have any questions about Natasha's item or fixings?
Yes, let's see. Natasha, what do we have? Okay. All right. What is the difference between the van pool and the carpool program? Good question.
Great question. The biggest difference is that we are backed by Enterprise, so we are providing the vehicle, and that vehicle does include the insurance as well as the full maintenance. So if, such as a carpool, you're utilizing your own vehicle, which you're going to incur the cost of depreciation, gas, wear and tear, all that. We're giving you the vehicle. It includes everything. Should you have any kind of situation where the vehicle is not operable, we're going to switch it out. We'll give you another vehicle right away, and you're on your way to work back and forth as well. Again.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, that's all we have. Thank you, Natasha. This is your first time with us. We hope to see you again in the next couple of Taste of Transportations. And happy early Valentine's Day to you and to all the presenters. And host Chance, that's what we have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. It looks like I'm frozen. Oh, yeah, I can talk. I was like the Tin Man. I can't move.
You're good to go.
Prophecy, the wizard. you can hear me, but I couldn't move my mouth, right? All right, here we go. Well, hey, I don't think we have room for any more items on this TPO lunch menu. The transportation menu board is completely full for our first Valentine's Taste of Transportation edition. Let me just take this time to say thank you to all of our taste testers for joining us today, and all of our transportation partners, aka transportation chefs, that served up all kinds of dishes for us today by providing important transportation information for those who work, live, and play in TPA 5. Hold on a second. I see a message coming in here. It's saying we want more. Want more. Oh, you want more? Well, your wish is my command, because we do have 2 more transportation planning areas to cover. 2 more transportation.
But but hold on, host Chance, hold on. There's some breaking news. Beep, beep, beep. We have breaking news. Beep, beep.
Breaking news.
Yes, we do. All right, let me go to that next slide. We will actually be taking a temporary break from this lunch series and returning on April 13th. Why, you ask? Well, because it's Transportation Improvement Program time. That's TIP to most. So on March 23rd, we will be holding a virtual event to kick off the 45-day public review period. Planners from each of the participating transportation agencies are going to provide us a brief presentation on their projects that they are including in the upcoming TIP. So, it's also the TIP. So it's TIP or TIP, host Chance. It's whatever you want to call it, but it's one or the other. So Keep a lookout on social media, everyone, and also in our weekly e-newsletters for information on how to register for this next event. So that's what's really coming up next, Host Chance.
Wow, talking about breaking news, and you just broke right in there too. Well, thank you, TPO Master Chef, for just that breaking news. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that next virtual event on March 23rd. Mark it on your calendar, put it on your calendar, put it in your phone, do whatever you have to do. But March 23rd, you want to be there, and you're gonna get a tip. That's for sure. And as a friendly reminder, if you have missed any of our TPO, I should say, TPO Taste the Transportation Lunch Series, you have opportunity to view all of them on our TPO YouTube channel. We want to see you at the next virtual kickoff event, which is happening March 23rd, TIP's 45-day comment period. You want to be a part of that. You want to make sure to have your opportunity to voice your opinion to help us continue to plan transportation. Have a great afternoon, everyone. And again, happy Valentine's Day.